Hello everyone, so welcome back with another packet tracer activity. So today we are going to do 4.2.4.5, and this activity is to connect the devices for the wire and the wireless network. And this topology will be consist of 5 parts, these 5 parts. And if we see the network topology on the packet tracer, so this one is the activity lab. I've just opened it. Okay, so I'm going with the new user, and if we check the requirements, so we have to complete 80 points, and these 80 points are just to connect the cables between the devices. We can ignore this addressing table, is not related to this part. Okay, now if we go to the objectives and the part number 1, so part number 1 uh, is to connect the cloud router, and this part, if we go with the step number 1, so in the step 1 we need to connect the router R0 to the cloud, and for the router 0 we will use the interface FA0/0, and for the cloud we will use Ethernet 6, and we have to choose the straight cable. Okay, if we go down here, you will see the option connections, and under the connections we will see the different type of cables, and we have to select this copper straight through cable, and this one is the copper straight through cable. Just select this one. Now click on the router 0 and check the interface FA0/0. Now go to the cloud and select the Ethernet 6, this one. Okay, now this cable turns green, so we are good here, and we can also check we just complete 10 points. Now go to the step number 2. So in the step number 2, we need to connect the cloud using the coax 7 port to the modem port 0. So for this, on the cloud we will use another cable type, that is coaxial cable. If we go down, this one is the right cable, and cloud coax 7 to the modem port 0. Okay, next, part number 2. Now in this part we will connect router R0 to the router R1. Okay, for this purpose we will use the serial 0/0/0 of R0 and serial 0/0 on R1. Okay, so we need to choose the right cable. So these are the serial ports, so these are the serial cables. This one we can pick anyone. R0 is 0/0/0, and router 1 is 0/0. Okay, the next step is we need to connect the router R0 to the netcat.pka server, this machine. Okay, now we need to choose the right cable. For this purpose we will select the straight cable, sorry, cross cable, because when we connect the router to the server we have to choose the cross cable. So router 0 FA0/1, and on the server we have only one port, so that one. Okay, now it's turned green, so we are good here. Now step number 3, connect the router 0 to the configure terminal, this machine. So for this we have to choose the console cable, and if we go down, so this one is the console cable. Just select that one, click on the router 0 and select the console option, and click on this computer and select the RS2232 option. Now we just connect the router 0 to the configure terminal PC using the console cable. Now we move to the part number 3, connect the remaining devices. Now connect the router R1 to the switch, and for this R1 port is FA1/0 and the switch port is FA0/1. Okay, so for this part, these two ports are the fiber cables. Now if I click on any cable, we can see this option. So this icon shows that it's the fiber cable, and for this we need to choose the right cable. This one is the fiber cable, so we will choose this cable, router 1 FA1/0 and the switch 0/1, this one. Okay, so it will be turn green in few seconds. Step number 2, connect the cable modem to the wireless router. So for the modem we have to pick the port number 1, and the wireless router is internet port. Okay, now we will choose the straight cable for this purpose. Modem port number 1 and internet router, this internet port. Okay, the last step, step number 3, we have to connect the wireless router Ethernet 1 to the family PC. So to connect the router with the PC, we will choose the straight cable. This is the port number 1, and PC, the default Ethernet 0 port. Okay, so with this connection our activity is complete, and the last step is verify the connections. So we can verify the connections like open the family PC and ping the netcat computer. So we can check the IP address of this computer. Just click on that, go to the desktop, IP config. So this one is the IP. Now go to the PC. We can ping, go to the PC desktop, command prompt, type the IP address 10.0.0.254. It will take some time. Let's try one more time. Here we go. We just get a reply from the server. One more time. So we are getting the ping response. So this, the last step, we just verify the connectivity from the family PC to this machine. Okay, now if we check the results, so this activity is complete successfully. If we go the assessment items, we can see the all items are covered.